Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Square Enix's release of the Hitman HD Collection, which rolls in with Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, Hitman Contracts, and Hitman Blood Money in one neat package that offers a chance to experience the first two games with improved visuals over their Xbox and PS2 counterparts. Blood Money released as a launch window game for Xbox 360, and so the HD improvement is only applicable for those coming from a PS2 background. So how does it fare? As games, and coming on the back of the recent Hitman Absolution, there's some mixed responses here as the games do present differing styles of play. Silent Assassin, for example, is quite a slow-paced offering, favouring a little bit of trial and error, and making use of the disguise system where leading character Agent 47 takes clothes from the many guards and NPCs at little of the levels. However, it's the painfully slow movement speed when sneaking that is most obvious and makes the game feel rather dated as a result. There's also a distinct lack of atmosphere for most of the levels, where NPC counts weren't the focus, resulting in some barren locations. Contracts upped the game and introduced a bit more personality to the missions, with its use of masses of NPCs to mingle with. The faster paced gameplay lends itself better to modern gaming, although as with its predecessor, there's still a bit of trial and error thrown in. As a remastering of missions from the original codename 47, the variety and general sprucing up fared well on Xbox, and does so here for stealth gamers. Anyone looking for more action will perhaps find the controls a little too clunky to be rewarding. This is very much a game that rewards players who take their time and explore all avenues before going in for the kill. Blood Money is perhaps the most polished of the three games, although not necessarily offering the best missions. That's up for debate, as each game has its moments. The fact that players are able to knock out NPCs with the standard pistol is a massive plus point in keeping the game's flow more engaging. There's some clever moments in this game as IO Interactive introduce more features such as hiding bodies in containers and accidental deaths into the mix. As a game of the current generation, Blood Money certainly has aged well, but is still a far cry from Absolution despite appearing on the same Xbox console. Graphically, the update is noticeable, especially when compared to lower res Xbox or PS2 versions. However, the game's HD visuals still don't compare to the PC versions. As already mentioned, there's a huge contrast, not so much between Silent Assassin and Blood Money, but certainly compared to Absolution. Silent Assassin, for example, sports pleasant textures and simple looking characters, but still looks like an old game. The same can be said for the other two games, with Blood Money only truly pushing the boat out further, although not by much in terms of lighting, effects and texture detail. Audio-wise, the soundtrack across all three games is still a quality aural experience, as Jesper Kid proves that he's king at creating the right sort of atmosphere. David Batesman is also convincing as 47, but some of the dialogue is pretty poor by today's standards. The HD collection offers some 70 plus hits across the three games. That's more than enough for any wannabe assassin. Experiencing the games from their roots up to the more modern Blood Money is an entertaining experience, although as mentioned, the older games do show some cracks here and there. If you've been gripped by Absolution, then checking out this collection is perhaps going to provide mixed reactions due to the very different nature of the games on offer. It's likely that if you enjoyed the more rigid and action slant of Absolution, you might not enjoy the more methodical and paced offerings of these games. The Hitman collection is certainly a good investment for fans who don't have access to the PC version or who want to see Agent 47's past a little more clearly than before. However, overall, the HD graphics do not add much and will only appeal to those who never played the previous games before. Then there's a stumbling block with the gameplay, which is less refined than what's been offered more recently. Purists will no doubt enjoy the return to old pastures, but newcomers might not see what all the fuss is about. The Hitman collection is a solid offering of good value, which is excellent for fans, perhaps limited in the wider appeal, and therefore scores a 7 out of 10. I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching.